It's John Bone from Rock History Music, and we're starting to wind down our interview with Bill Szymczyk. Remember, if you're a member of our Patreon, you'll have access to all the clips all the time. There'll be links in the description of how you can join our Patreon. But in this one, and this one was near the end of the interview, even though there's a lot more, there's like 3 more clips to come. I asked him, is there anyone you wished you would have worked with? And his answer really surprised me. Pleasantly surprised, I must say. Also in this clip, we talk about Henry Paul and the Outlaws. He also produced them. And a lot more on Rock History Music. Is there someone you wish you would have recorded?
Yes. Rush.
No way.
Yes. 2 bands I wished I could have recorded. Rush and Big Country.
I remember Big Country. They had a song called Big Country.
Yes, they did. That was the first one. I interviewed for that gig with their manager about maybe 4 albums into their career, something like that. And I did not get the job. And when the record came out, it was produced by a guy named Peter Wolf, not Peter Wolf, Jay Giles' band, but Peter Wolf, the producer. And I listened to it and I went, everything that he did, I would not have done. And everything he didn't do, I would have done. And the album stiffed.
Okay, for the Rush part, what is it about Rush? And I'm on the short list to talk to Alex and Getty.
Give him my best.
Well, you know, there's the big, what is it? The 50th anniversary is coming up, coming up next year. And there's, you know, as you know, a lot of rumors that they're going to do something and not call it Rush.
Right.
So
I don't know about that.
Well, you would know more than me.
You can't stop a musician from playing. You know, that just goes without saying. But yeah, if they were to do something with another drummer or something like that, yeah, they should not call it Rush.
No, they wouldn't call it Rush.
No.
Why Rush? Tell me about that before I let you go.
I wanted to work with 3 of the greatest musicians that I've ever heard. Hello.
G'day, sir. How are you?
I'm good. And you, sir?
I'm doing really well. You know, I'm going to start this off by giving you a quote from Henry Paul.
Okay.
Henry Paul, I talked to him a couple weeks ago. He says, he called you a man's man.
You said that in your email, and I've never been. I don't know if I've ever been called that.
He said the most generous, the most interesting, the most warm and inviting guy I've ever met.
Well, geez, that's high praise.
It's downhill from here on in.
That's it. It's over.
Listen, I've wanted to talk to you for I don't know how many years. You know, it's interesting when people, you know, I have this thing about music fans. I look at, I once was outside, I've been in radio 40 years. I once was outside an Elton John concert, didn't get tickets. I had to interview people coming out. I'm telling you this for a reason. And then, you know, most people were coming out, they're you know, music fans are like sometimes Joe Lunchbucket, Evelyn, everybody, they'll say Pretty Woman when you talk to them about Roy Orbison. And sometimes because of time and age, they can't come up with too many songs. Other people will, well, anyway, Elton John. They had 5 songs they told me were their favorite songs coming out of an Elton John concert. And I'm going, that's when I realized it's my job to sort of make sure that you're not just Mr. Hotel California, even though the people who know, they know, of course, come on. But I told myself that's why I'm in radio. That's why. Hurry Sundown, Outlaws. What was that experience like? Because Henry sure loves you.
I was watching Henry on your show yesterday just to get clued into what was going to happen today. And yeah, he was my touchstone as far as that. As he was the guy that I related to the most in that band, Henry.
He's very centered.
He is. He's a bright guy. He's a very, very bright guy.
One of my favorite interviews, I told him that after. I said, man, I could we're just talking about, because a lot of the stuff we didn't include, we're talking about life after death. And Henry's just so balanced. I'm going, God, he's comfortable in his body.
Yeah. Yep.
We're going to have a lot more from Bill Szymczyk coming up tomorrow. Every day for the next about a week and a half, we'll have a different clip from Bill. If you're a Patreon member, you'll have access to all the clips early. There'll be links in the description where you can join our Patreon. If you want to support the channel in other ways, there are links there as well. You can make a PayPal donation. But really, like our videos, share our videos, comment on them, subscribe to the channel, spread the word for us. We'd appreciate that. I'm John Bowden. This is Rock History Music.